These are the individuals whose decisions, arrogance, corruption, and extremist policies have pushed today's entire world, including Pakistan, the Middle East, Europe, Asia, and even developed nations like the United States, into a state of uncertainty, fear, inflation, wars, and widespread destruction. Nawaz Sharif and his family in Pakistan, they legalized corruption, weakened Pakistan's institutions, and prioritized personal wealth above national security and economic stability. As a result, Pakistan is now on the verge of economic collapse. The public is drowning in inflation, unemployment, and disillusionment. Justice and democracy seem to exist only for the country's elite class. General Qamar Javed Bajwa and General Asim Munir of Pakistan, their deep interference in politics, suppression of the public's democratic mandate, and manipulation of media, judiciary, and state machinery have, really shattered public trust in national institutions. The result has been a politically divided and economically unstable country, with a dying national narrative and rising public resistance. Zardari and the Bhutto family in Pakistan, under the slogan of democracy, they promoted feudalism and dynastic politics, while keeping Sindh underdeveloped. Corruption became a normalized part of governance. Education, healthcare, and even access to clean water have become, honestly, almost non-existent in many areas. The people of Sindh are held captive in a political system that poisons the entire nation. Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, has, pursued aggressive and divisive policies that have really sent shockwaves across the globe. He withdrew from international peace agreements, gave blind support to Israel, and honestly, fanned the flames of religious and racial hatred. As a result, we've seen intensified conflicts in the Middle East, rising tensions with Ukraine, Iran, and China, global inflation, and, some pretty serious threats to global peace. Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel has led one of the most extreme and violent administrations in the country's history. His policies of occupation, apartheid, and using war as a political tool have made him responsible for countless civilian deaths. Now, Israel is seen by many as a symbol of oppression and a center of global instability. Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia led the brutal war in Yemen, kept a dangerously quiet foreign policy, and built secret ties with Israel. Despite Saudi Arabia being the wealthiest Muslim-majority country, under his leadership, the nation failed to take a moral stand on the global stage. The result? A lack of true leadership in the Arab world, more wars, rising refugee crises, and, honestly, just the false illusion of peace. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in Egypt enforced a dictatorship, crushed civil society and opposition, destroyed chances for democracy in Egypt, and closed aid for Palestinian civilians. Egypt has lost its historic role as a regional leader. Human rights violations have become routine and, the country is frozen in political and social stagnation. Narendra Modi in India really institutionalized Hindu nationalist ideology, or Hindutva, into the Indian state. He fueled persecution of minorities, especially Muslims, and, worsened relations with neighboring countries. The result? Religious riots, human rights abuses in Kashmir, and unstable conditions across South Asia, all led by growing fascism in India. Volodymyr Zelensky from Ukraine has glamorized war with Russia for political gain, while, ignoring diplomatic solutions. Backed by NATO, he pulled his country into a devastating confrontation. His decision sacrificed millions of lives and homes, leading to worldwide food shortages, oil and gas crises, and honestly, a political and economic disaster across Europe. Global political puppets and corrupt elites, think Iraq, Lebanon, Afghanistan, and so on, across many nations, local rulers gladly served foreign interests, stripping their own people of education, healthcare, and even basic dignity. Power was preserved by sacrificing entire nations. What followed was civil war, corruption, extreme poverty, and political anarchy. The creative power and hopes of their youth have been destroyed, global security has been shaken. If these people did not exist, imagine just for a moment, a world today without these individuals in power. Inflation, wars, terrorism, and refugee crises would not be as severe. Education, peace, and progress would be thriving. International courts would be respected and true democracy would be in action. Pakistan could be a developing success story. The Middle East could be peaceful. Justice systems would be working and, well, humanity would have more hope.